On September 23rd, and in conjunction with the kickoff of Climate Week, Council Member Costa Constantinides, chair of the Committee on Environmental Protection, unveiled the installation work of solar panels at PS 171 Elementary School in Astoria, Queens. The $1.5 million project is part of the councilman's commitment to make Western Queens schools run on clean and affordable power, and furthermore to give the opportunity to children to learn how renewable power directly impacts their lives. The funding of this project, which comes from the City Council's capital budget, was secured with the support of Speaker Corey Johnson. New York City Department of Education's Office of Sustainability is overseeing the solar implementation. Joined at the rooftop of PS 171 by New York City officials, educators from the school, and community leaders, Constantinides proudly announced that this is the beginning and the first step in making schools in his 22nd district more energy efficient, while at the same time also making Western Queens a cleaner and greener place. These solar panels, he further stressed, not only provide a cleaner environment and reduce operational costs for schools, but at the same time, they will serve as educational labs for young children to discover and learn about renewable energy and its benefits. PS 171 is the first of 6 schools in District 22 that will soon start enjoying the many benefits of solar energy, among them a drastic reduction to its monthly energy costs. Constantinides thanked Council Speaker Johnson for securing the necessary funding for these schools, all of which have the adequate rooftops to host solar panels, as well as the New York City Department of Education and the educators at PS 171. The 516 panels, which cover 9,000 square feet of the PS 171 rooftop, will generate more than half of the school's energy consumption and at the same time significantly reduce greenhouse gas emissions. The building is estimated to emit 50 metric tons of CO2 less each year, the equivalent of avoiding the burning of almost 50,000 pounds of coal. A monitor panel placed in the building will show how much energy has been generated from solar, as well as the share of greenhouse gases that were not emitted. There were brief remarks from the principal of PS 171, Lisa Stone, who thanked Constantinides for making her school the first recipient of solar panels and the first to soon start seeing a 50% reduction on energy costs. And from science teacher Fred Salamone, who said that he's already formulating plans to use the new equipment in his instruction, and furthermore that his classes are already building solar panels which they're using to power tiny motors. In a statement on the occasion of the unveiling of the installation work of solar panels at PS 171, Meredith McDermott, Director of Sustainability, New York City Department of Education, stressed, among other, quote, "The Department of Education is currently partnered closely with the city to install solar panels on the rooftops of over 100 public schools across all boroughs. These investments in clean energy enhance the unique connection between physical spaces and place-based learning, turning New York City schools into exciting living labs," end quote. As education is a key component to generating solar on New York City rooftops, the New York City Solar Schools Education Program has provided more than 700 teachers with free professional training to connect solar technology on a building's rooftop with the classroom. Integration of content in climate science, sustainability, and renewable energy helps to enhance standards-aligned instruction for elementary, middle, and high school students. More than 2,500 students have been impacted by the program so far. Principal Stone, I can see that you're truly moved today and at the same time very, very happy and excited.
I am. This is a wonderful experience. You know, I am a native Astorian myself, and I've always worked in District 30. I've always been a part of this community, and I see what's happening here with the benefits of Councilman Constantinides, who is making sure that not only he is supporting the schools in our area, but that our children are going to understand what solar energy is all about so that they can have clean, renewable energy in their lives. And maybe one day we can watch a Con Ed plant like this close down, that it's no longer going to be needed. This is spectacular. This is an opportunity to not only engage the children in these lessons, but we're bringing the parents in. We're going to do workshops with them. We want them to understand. When we have the frame up in the lobby, that the parents will be able to see for themselves what our emissions is going to be, how it's going to be reducing. This is an opportunity to engage in conversation and to start bringing the proper people in to not only have that discussion, but let parents know, how can you bring this now into your lives? Because we have to make Astoria a cleaner energy society.
And of course, you're also excited because you're the first school here
Oh
in the
my
district,
gosh!
right?
Oh my gosh! What an honor!
You're the leader.
This is such an honor to have this in our building. We couldn't ask for anything better than this. And Councilman always has us at the forefront of everything he does. He's just spectacular that way. And to have the ability to be able to turn to my colleagues now and to say to them that this is an experience. Come on over, see what we went through, talk to me. I'll be able to share it with you, because the people that we've had to work with to make this happen have been fantastic. I mean, all in all, it's a win-win situation, and in the end, our children benefit.
And finally, briefly tell me a little bit about your school.
Our school is a pre-K to 5 school. We serve most of the children in the neighboring streets, but the Astoria housing projects as well. So it's something that where we are, I will say, mixed when it comes to all the different nationalities that we have here. And it's something that we look to engage in anything and everything that brings us closer together collegially and as a community. And something like this also, it serves that purpose.
And one more question, as far as performance of the children here, are they in good shape?
We are working on improving ourselves each and every day. I'm never satisfied where we are, and I know my staff agrees with me. It's always about what can we do to bring our children further and further so that they are going to be able to make the choices they want to make in life and be productive citizens.
Well, thank you so much, and again, congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We're all thrilled here. Thank you.
Costa, congratulations. We're at PS 171 here in the heart of Astoria. The solar panels are ready to go on. Where are they going on?
Right here on our roof here at PS 171, 516 of them. And that's going to be enough energy created that once they're up and running, 50% of the annual energy is going to come from these solar panels. So 50 metric tons of carbon is going to disappear from our atmosphere because we're going to have the solar panels right here on the roofs at 171.
And when are they going up?
They're going up. They'll be done by December. They'll be operational by spring. And
because Con Edison takes time to process the paperwork. I know.
It takes time. Things take time, but you know what? We're excited because at the end of the school year, the kids will have something here in the school that says, here's how much renewable energy is being created.
Right.
Here's how much fossil fuels are being averted. Here's how much greenhouse gases are not happening. So the kids are making this, it's not just about putting them up here and fighting climate change, but it's about having them part of the process, having them, you know, they're never going to forget they're here because it's part of their school lessons.
Right.
So they can help invent the next solar panels. They'll have a foundation in renewable energy that I know I didn't have when I was a kid.
Yeah. So I was talking to the principal earlier, and she was talking about the power plant right behind us. And you've been fighting very hard to get those out of Astoria. Any updates?
You know, if we don't do projects like this, we can't close power plants, right? If we don't look for renewable energy opportunities, we can never get to that point. So this is another good step, right? I mean, I don't think we're almost there. We're not there yet in closing power plants, but we have to start. You know, it's like you know, when you're running, right? Every journey starts with that first step.
Yes, yes.
So we need, you know, this is another step on that journey. I'm so excited that, you know, we're going to keep working towards, that's our goal.
Right.
That's our goal. Behind me is our goal, is closing those power plants, making our community energy reliable, but energy efficient.
And how is the campaign for the borough presidency going?
It's Climate Week this past week. It's been great. We're working hard. We're talking to people. We're knocking doors. We're making phone calls. And, I'm going to continue to work hard as I always have. My first race, I knocked on 12,000 doors. And, this time around, I'm sure we're going to knock another 12,000 at least. So the work continues. And I'm going to make sure I try to earn. And I just want to make sure everyone knows to come out and vote in every election, not just this one, but every election. Be part of the process, be part of the solution. Make sure your voice is heard, because that's how democracy works.
And this is a bipartisan election, right?
Yeah, and everyone can vote. No matter what party, you can be part of it, and I hope everyone does. I hope no one stays home, because we're in a time in our country's timeline where we can't wait for someone else to make decisions for us. We need to make sure we stand up and get counted. And when you do that, democracy works.
Yes. Thank you, Costa.
Elena, thank you for being the great voice that you are. AKTINA, always glad to be here with you. Thank you, all that you do.